Hey Scorpio, it's Mama TPG with One Love, One Light Tarot. Welcome to your What Do I Have to Look Forward to reading. So what I was downloading for you before I got started was, it's like there's some type of pattern that you're starting to realize in your life. And obviously any pattern that isn't in your highest good, it's going to start to stand out to you. So when looking at patterns, we're going to look for, the common denominator. And I think we need to clear out of the way that obviously the common denominator is you. However, what's the next most common denominator? We can only make changes to ourselves and to, our particular path, but is it the same type of person, or is it the same type of ending, or is it kind of the same obstacle that keeps coming up? And I feel like that is becoming especially important because there's something that Jupiter really wants to expand for you. And I feel like whatever this little kind of it's almost like I see like gears, and there might be either a missing tooth or one that's not running smoothly in your life. Could be something within, could be something, on your path or in your environment that can be kind of skewing how Jupiter would expand something for you in your life. So let's go ahead and get started. What is it that Scorpio has to look forward to right now? And we have, beautiful, Stardust, number 41. Oops. Funny how I can just disappear. The cards disappear. All right, so we have Stardust, beautiful. So this could be, some type of sign that you keep seeing that you're missing. Maybe you haven't put it together that it's a sign. That's what I get when I see the star. And at the bottom of the deck, we have specialness. So star energy for sure here. Let's read what it says about Stardust. And I know that if you come in late, I'm going to repost this on YouTube. When I repost it on YouTube, I think it's because of the background, so I might stop using that, even though I really have a lot of fun picking out the backgrounds. But then the audio doesn't match the video, and I know that that's kind of annoying. So it's probably just my internet too. But let's see what it has to say about Stardust. As I look to the night sky, I know within that my soul is as ancient as the lights that shine through the darkness of night. It's a sobering thought to realize that throughout history, every human has gazed at one point to the stars in the sky. Each set of eyes pondered the reasoning behind their existence, what brought them to be, and whether there was more to this journey we call life. As an empath, you experience all things as energy. Thought, emotion, pain, nature, and the elements all present themselves as an energetic dichotomy looking for space within. This isn't an easy existence and soon makes you question why. As empaths know that someplace deep within, you have a remembrance that we all come from light. This light within your soul has been earned through hard-learned truths of experience. You have learned changing the page here. You have learned the difference between that which is love and that which pretends. It is in this knowing that we all come from the same light that you can find yourself wishing that others would also remember this truth. Next time someone seems lost, or if you sense a spark in their eyes of curiosity, take them out into the night sky and together gaze and be humbled. They just may remember. So then it says, do I question my existence and see my empathic gift as a curse? Do I honor the depth of my ability to love as a gift that has been earned? Is this situation bigger than me? So yeah, this is the Empathic Oracle. So you may, resonate as an empath. Doesn't have to be. There's still something to be said for looking at the bigger picture and your place in that. So at the bottom of the deck, we have specialness. And so this is weird because this is something that has been coming up in many ways. As I watch other readers, or, I do research about astrology, or even just looking at science and what's going on in the world, current events. And I do feel that there's a need for balance on finding what your uniqueness is. I feel like we all want to feel special and have something that's unique to us, but then also, it's like finding common ground with people. So there's like this balance needing to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and read this as well. See what it says. My unique corners and edges all fit perfectly into the shared goals of others. In the drive to be special, sometimes the gift of similarity gets lost in separation. The drive to be better and stronger than others creates a void as competition takes hold. In this void of separation, it becomes very difficult to experience energetic similarities that can be built upon for a common goal. It is true that this serves a purpose, but if you separate yourself as special, the opportunity to experience someone else's perspective is lost. All energetic communication is vital to making choices. By separating yourself from the circle, then that information is not available. Specialness and competition only serve self. You need to find your place in the puzzle of life. Are others around me in a false sense of specialness? Has competition made it difficult to form friendships and relationships? How do I try to feel special? Is someone else's need to feel special causing a disturbance in the balance of a relationship? So, and that's like something that when we see any kind of star energy, when you're doing tarot readings or oracle readings, it's really about standing out from the crowd. It's about having faith in yourself and faith in the divine guidance and hope. But I think that it's like, be mindful of how that can also separate you. And then also, like, I don't fully agree with what the book says, because I feel like, it's not about us all being the same. I feel like it's valuing others for the things that are unique to them and embracing that and feeling like that brings something to you, a different perspective, right? But also embracing those things that we share and that we have in common, if that makes sense. So let's get a card to see about your career and money. And this may cross over into other areas of your life, but these are the law of attraction notes. So we have security. It's got that turtle there going over like rocky ground. I choose to feel secure and to work so that my bank account is full. And I feel like this is about making sure that you are involved in providing your own security. If you're relying on others, and I don't think that it's wrong to depend on others for whatever situations, but when you have that independence, then nobody can take that away from you. But just like with security, I mean, even if you're working hard and making the money, if you're working for someone else, there's always that idea that that job can be taken away from you as quickly. Anything can happen. I mean, a lot of that blew people's minds in 2020 when suddenly they didn't have work. So I feel like this is also looking at, being mindful of savings and what you're manifesting to kind of give you that security. But it's also looking at your environment and what is solid around you. At the bottom of the deck, we have gratitude. And I feel like it says, I'm grateful for and appreciate all the abundance I have in my life today. This is one of the true ways to really manifest security in your life, is because when you're grateful for what you have, the universe is going to give you more. So that's beautiful. All right, so Let's do a Crystal Angels card to look at health and wellness. And again, this may spill over into other areas, but that's my intention here. And we have Garnet, purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So this toxin, if there's any kind of toxic behaviors, toxic relationships, toxic substances, I feel like this may be part of those patterns that you're like, that are coming to light for you. And it's like saying now is the time to really focus on that purification and detoxification, because we have Jupiter ready to give you those gifts and, you know, expand something beautiful in your life. At the bottom of the deck, we have Unakite, answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. And actually, Libra got this as well. So there may be something in that video for you, but it's like knowing that I just feel like there's definite with the stardust and specialness, security, gratitude, answered prayers. I just feel like there's this, like, it's almost like we're mixing something and all of a sudden it's just going to appear into this beautiful ball of energy in your life. So that purification is going to be crucial. All right, so let's go and see how this is playing out for you, Scorpio. Is this Gemini? No, this is Scorpio, but you may get something out of this reading. Let's see. So what is the past energy for Scorpio? And we have the Two of Cups. So I feel like this is letting us know that in the past energy, or I feel like it's saying this reading is definitely about those connections. It could definitely be love connection, but it could be any relationships where you are connecting and sharing your energy with somebody. So if we're looking at patterns, it's like if there's something kind of if there's something that you're seeing recur, like the ending of something, or I'm almost getting, it's like when we do this particular type of activity, that's triggers this, if that makes sense. It's like now, like, look at that, look at whatever is triggering you, seeing patterns that may be triggers for you, so that you can look at them and acknowledge them and really kind of unpack what that's about, so that, you know, you can get that full expansion Jupiter energy when it comes through for you. All right, so what's the current energy for Scorpio? And we have the Magician. So it's like, yeah, this is the power of creation. This is, what are you creating? What are you manifesting? Just know that we manifest regardless if we're focused on one thing or another. So if we have something that a pattern that we're not aware of, and we keep perpetuating that, it's like, why I'm creating this. That's what you need to come back to, is realize that you're creating that. And that is, it's kind of a tough thing to face, but once you do, you realize you have the power to change that in your favor. What is the challenge for Scorpio? And we have the Hierophant. So this is that spiritual connection. This could definitely be about traditional beliefs. It could be about a marriage or a long-standing relationship, but it's like, what is your connection with God, with the divine? What is it? Are you asking God for the things that you need? Are you really valuing yourself and knowing that you're worth, how do I put this? It's almost like understanding that God wants the best for you, but you have to want the best for yourself. You are special, but it's also our birthright to be abundant, if that makes sense, and prosperous and have love and share love. That's like our purpose here, right? So are you feeling worthy, and are you allowing God to show up for you? And are you grateful for those things that you already have? So let's look at the advice from Spirit. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. And this is really, to me, that gratefulness, that gratitude. Looking around and seeing everything that, yes, you've worked hard for, but it's also, these are all gifts from God. This is all divinely created. Because there are people, I'm just going to say it, there are people that have worked just as hard as you, and yet they don't have the abundance that you have. So this has been about answered prayers, and this has been about you being being grateful along the way. So I feel like there is growth coming because of that. Like you are providing your own security. What's the outcome here? And we have the 4 of Discs. In this deck, they talk about this as stability. And it is something that you can rely on, is yourself and the divine, the guidance. You have structure and security in your life, and that is the stability. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Oops. And this is very reflective. So when I look at this, I see the Queen of Cups as really looking at everything in her life, and all those bubbles are reflecting back to her things that have happened in the past, things that are currently happening, and the insight to see what may happen in the future. And so I feel like this is you really looking at those patterns in your life, and where things have gone really well and where things have not gone so well, and what was the common denominator, what was the pattern that you were perpetuating in order to have that particular outcome. And those are, it may be little things, those little things that can change your path or detour you from receiving what you've been praying for. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. Why is this 2 of Cups here? And we have Justice. So I feel like, okay, so this could be a lot of things, but what I do see as a common thing here is that we're talking about 2 sides. We're talking about balance and, seeing others' perspectives, but really like getting a balance. But if this was something that went bad, what was your reaction? Right? Are you the one trying to pursue justice against somebody else? Guess what? The best justice is for you to excel and exceed all expectations of other people. It's not about worrying about what other people think, but that's really where the justice comes in. So be mindful that you are not allowing any of your energy to go towards wishing someone else harm, because the harm ends up coming back to you rather than to that person that may have hurt you or what have you. So why is this Magician here? And we have the Ace of Wands. So I love these 2 together because it's almost like that magic wand and, making things happen. But what is it that you want to happen? Not for others, but for yourself. What's that spark within you? What is fueling your passions and your manifestations? What is inspiring you, for sure? So why is this Hierophant here as the Challenge? And we have the 3 of Swords. So I definitely see that there has been some kind of, it could have been the breakup of a marriage, and that's why we have Justice here, like a divorce or something. But I'm also getting that there's times when it has been extremely painful, and there's been this cry out to God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, saying, You know, why me? Why did I have to go through this? And I think that it's time to really look at, you know, really being able to heal and see why you had to go through this. What did you learn? You know, it's like I'm getting like someone that like is like, why did I have to marry that jerk, or why did this have to happen? Especially for mothers, it's like you can look at your child and say, that's why, because this is what I got. And at the very least, and it's not the least, it's the best thing that ever happened to you, it's like being able to embrace that there was reasons for everything. And not only that, sometimes that is that thing that cracks open your heart and really allows that true awakening and that connection with God. A lot of times we are, you know, when everything is going great and we're saying, thank you, God, or divine, whatever it is that you believe in. I personally believe in God. Thank you, God, for bringing this into my life. Thank you so much. But then when we're down and out, it's like, where's God? Guess what? That's when it's so crucial to stay connected or reach out, because the healing power is unmatched. We have it within us, but we have to connect to God to like awaken that, if that makes sense. All right, so why is this 9 of Discs here as the advice? And I'm seeing here that right there, the 9 of Discs is that independent energy, knowing that you provide your own security. You don't need another person. It doesn't mean you won't have a person come in, but being very independent and able to function so that you're not putting your power in somebody else's hands. That's a beautiful thing. So why is 9 of Discs here? And we have the Chariot. Yeah, this is letting go and letting God. And what I feel like, whenever I see the Chariot, it's like Jesus take the wheel. And I'm not trying to offend anybody by using Jesus, but that's what I get here. And I feel like that is who you can rely on, is the divine, but also yourself. So sometimes we go through these heartbreaks or these situations where we are alone, and it's so that we can have those personal victories for ourselves. There's nobody that we can say, you know, well, it wasn't me, it was because so-and-so helped me or so-and-so helped me. No, you did that on your own so that you have that personal victory. That's going to build your self-worth, your self-confidence, to know that you don't need another person. And then that way you're not attracting a person that needs you in that way, right? You attract someone that is independent as well, and you come together and you fortify each other. You don't, you're not being drained by somebody by connecting with another. All right, so why is this 4 of Discs here for Scorpio? And I may have said Libra, but that's just because I got done with Libra. So we have the Page of Swords. So I'm not trying to make myself be this big part of your reading, but I feel like these words may cut you, and as far as what I'm saying. But it's like, I feel like Spirit really wants you to know how special you are, but knowing that it's your right. So it's something that you can like anchor to, in a sense. And I feel like, you know, there's always going to be challenges, people that have something to say, and that's what I get with this Page of Swords. But that's why you have this security. In this particular depiction of it, there's a whole moat around that house. So it's like you're only going to allow in the energy that you choose to let in. So I feel like that is, you know, people can talk all the trash they want. Don't absorb that into you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands. So, you know, it's like, this is your earned victory. This is to really solidify your self-worth and for you to understand your specialness but also your right and your birthright to abundance and love. That's what I'm getting here. All right, so let's get some guidance to close this out for you. So what you have to look forward to is answered prayers, security, being in the spotlight, healing this broken heart, right? And the lovely guidance from the divine. Jesus, take the wheel and take me, allow them to guide you to this victory. What is the guidance for Scorpio? And we have time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. And with that star, that's what I say. It's your time to shine. I think somebody else got that. Maybe one other sign got that. Okay, so we got 2. We have Trinka 5, manifesting money and income. So this is that security. Let's see if you can see it. And then we have insight, opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. So I feel like this is that that insight is looking at those patterns, and it's going to like stand out to you that this is, something that has been either draining my energy or detouring me off my path. And I feel like this is something that is fixable, something that you can really look at, heal, mend, whatever it is. Excuse me. Let's get one more. And we have the tree of life. True wisdom and making good choices in life. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, Felix Felicitas, power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. Nice. So that is the message that came through for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you came in late, I'm going to repost this on YouTube. Just know my apologies that the audio doesn't end up matching the video, and I know that's annoying, but the message is still the same, so I hope that you watch anyway, and thank you so much. Remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.